Hello everyone, this is Madeline Reinhardt, and this is a guided meditation to help you release, forgive, let go of the past, whether it was this past week, maybe you had a bad week, maybe there's a certain person or relationship that you're ready to let go, maybe it's something that happened way back in the past that you've been carrying with you. Something that you're ready to release so you can move into the person that you were born to be. Take a breath in. I want you to imagine the air coming in through the center of your back. So it goes in deeply into the center, to your core, to the core of your body. Just breathe in and breathe out. And just feel really relaxed as the air releases from your body. Go ahead and do that again. Breathe in through the center of your back. And breathe out. Now we're going to do this one more time, except this time I want you to imagine the air coming in through the bottom of your feet and going all the way up your legs. Breathe it in. All the way up your legs, all the way up to the center of your body, to your core, to where your solar plexus area is. Breathe in if you can still breathe in more. And release. Now at this point you should feel your body as being much heavier, as being much more relaxed. You should really be able to feel the chair or the floor or the bed, whatever you're sitting on right now, or maybe you're lying down, really feel the presence of gravity on your body and whatever you're sitting on. And now what I want you to imagine is that you're standing before a beautiful pool of water. And it's almost this mystical, clear, liquid, thick liquid. It's almost like liquid love. That's what comes to your mind. And you're standing before this pool of water and you know it's safe to jump in, and you know there's something magical about this water. There's something cleansing and purifying about this water. It's very unique. So you start by dipping your right foot in the water, and as you do, you notice how good it feels. And you notice how electric your foot feels, how awesome it feels to put your foot in this water. There's something very, very powerful about this water. It feels like love just to be around it. So you decide to jump in. You jump in, and as you jump in, all your clothes come off. And all the dirt from your body comes off, and everything about you is being cleansed. And as you swim around in this water, you go underneath the water, and you notice that you can breathe underwater. So you continue to stay under the water and just float and swim. And you just feel so cleansed. It's rejuvenating. It's like swimming in the most clean, the most pure, the most invigorating water you could ever imagine. And you just move your head about. You feel so flexible. Your body feels brand new. You're moving your limbs in ways that you had not done before in a long time. And you're just swimming and tossing and turning. And now you decide to come up to the water. And as you come up out of the water, you see a mountain right before you. And it's a very tall mountain. And you know at the top of this mountain is an enlightened master waiting to meet you. Now, this could be Jesus, this could be Buddha, this could be a guardian angel. It could be whatever that is for you. So you come up out of the water and you see a robe in the distance, and you go in, you put on the robe, cover yourself, and you notice that you can do anything you want. You can climb to the top of the mountain. You can fly. You can skip. You can jump. You can do gymnastics. You can literally do anything you can think of. So you get to the top of the mountain and you see this enlightened master before you. And he or she greets you with so much love in their eyes. They look at you and say, "Good job. Good job." And they want you to look over at what this mountain is overseeing. And you see this land, and it's filled with the stories from your past. It's filled with the places you've come from. You see your journey right before you, and you look at it with awe. And the enlightened master looks at it with such awe, and is just so proud of you. They know where you've come from. They're so excited you made it to the top of this mountain. And they say, you still have places to go. You still have things to do. But look how far you've come. And you look over everything you've done, everything that happened this past week, this past month, maybe even this past year. And you realize how much you've grown and how much you've learned. There's been so much for you to learn. So you look back at the enlightened master, and he or she has a gift for you. And this could be a physical gift, or this could be a hug or a kiss, or an energy healing, or a word of wisdom. And they hand you this gift. And you feel so loved. You feel so joyful for this gift. So you thank them. With all your heart, you thank them. Thank you for this gift. And now the enlightened master asks you, before you go back down the mountain to continue your journey, set your intention. How would you like your future to feel? You set your intention by the way you want to feel and by embodying that feeling. So maybe you choose to move forward feeling just so happy and so joyful. Maybe you choose to create extreme joy and bliss. Or maybe you choose to continue on the adventure you're on, to continue being excited and invigorated by life, and ready for new opportunity and in love with the idea of newness. Or maybe now you're ready to feel really abundant, really rich, really taken care of and supported by the universe. Or maybe this is the time you really step forward in confidence of who you are, of your talents, of your gifts, of your passions. Maybe this time you really own them and you decide, I'm going to be confident in who I am. So you thank the master again, and you start to descend down the mountain, excited to continue on the next steps in your journey. And you get to the bottom of the mountain, and you see this beautiful garden. It's got beautiful orchids and lilies and your favorite types of flowers and plants, maybe some bushes, trees, maybe willow trees just covering this beautiful garden. But you also notice in the garden that there are weeds, and the weeds have started to overtake some of the beautiful flowers. And you realize this is your garden. These are your dreams, your beautiful dreams. And the weeds are lower levels of thinking, their fears, their doubts, their past conditioning, their blocks, their ceilings, their things that make you think you can't bloom and have a beautiful garden of dreams and passions and everything that makes you feel so happy. So you decide that it's time to clear out the weeds. And you go into the garden and you start pulling out the weeds, and you notice that they easily come out now. Where once before they were pretty stuck, you notice that with your new intention, you can easily pull out the weeds. So you pull them out and you put them in a wheelbarrow. And pull out some more. And you notice as you continue to pull out the weeds that the flowers start reacting almost instantly. And this reaction gets you excited because you realize the only thing that's been stopping the flowers from blooming as beautiful as they could were these weeds. So you pull them out more and more, and you're going at it faster and faster. You're so excited to just be done with the weeds. And you just see how beautiful the garden is looking. And you've pulled out the last weed. And you relax. You relax into the knowing that these weeds are no longer there, and you're ready to now completely and permanently get rid of them. So you take the wheelbarrow full of weeds and you dump it into a pile. You grab a match and you light the match, and you feel the heat from the match, and you toss that match on the weeds and you watch the weeds just burn. They completely disintegrate. And as they disintegrate, you feel lighter. And it burns away and it keeps burning, and now it's completely gone. There's nothing left where the weeds were once. And you turn to look at your garden, and you see these beautiful flowers with these beautiful colors, and they're blooming, and it's renewed, and you just feel so much gratitude. You feel so much joy. You feel so much beauty and love in this garden. And you know that this is your garden, this is your home, and you can come here anytime you want. And you may every now and then need to come back and pull some more weeds, or mend the flower, or reorganize the garden. But you're always welcome back, and it's easy to come back, and you love coming back. And you just embody those feelings of love and gratitude. Because this garden, this represents your dreams. This represents anything you can envision and anything you can hope for. You can grow. You can let it bloom. You can manifest it in your life. It's important to make sure that doubt and fear and past conditioning doesn't get in your way. But just look at what your garden is now and just be happy. And know that this is very real. And you step away from your garden. And as you look at your dreams, you start to think about someone or something, or an experience from your past. could be the near past or it can be a distant past. It's something that you've been holding on to. It's a little bit different than the weeds. Something a little bit stronger. And it's someone or something that you need to see, you need to confront. It's time to confront that and let it go. Maybe it was a person from your distant past that really hurt you, that really made you feel small, that was probably dealing with self-defeating thoughts themselves, was probably very hurt, and then projected that onto you, and you took that on. And you took that on as them and as that experience. Maybe it was just an experience of being lonely or not feeling loved. Or maybe you just felt like you had the worst week of your life and you just don't understand why. Maybe you're frustrated and it seems to be a recurring pattern. Maybe you've been trying for something for so long, for a dream, and it eludes you and you just don't know why. And you're ready to let that pain go, the pain of feeling like you'll never get it or that you don't deserve it. You're ready to let that go. It's not who you are. That's only bringing you down. You're ready to feel good. You're ready to let the past be the past. You're ready to release the past, to just forgive what was done, forgive what happened, and move forward. Move forward and continue to grow in love, to grow in light. You're ready to move forward. You have a beautiful garden that awaits you. So see this person or this circumstance in front of you and see a bubble around them. And just spew anything you're feeling at it right now, whether it's anger, whether it's sadness, just spew it at them. See it pouring out of your body, almost like water coming out of a fire hydrant. Let it come out and let it come to this person. But don't worry, they are protected by this bubble. You're not hurting the person. You're not hurting if it's anything in your past, you're not hurting it. You're just letting it out of you. Frustration, disappointment. Release it from you. If it was a dream, see a symbol of that dream in front of you, surrounded by the bubble. The dream itself is beautiful, and it's something dear to you, but the frustration that it brings up, let that out. Let that out. Maybe it's a relationship you've been working on. Maybe it's a relationship with a family member, a spouse, a loved one. And it just seems to be difficult. Let that out. And it just spews out of you. It spews out of you. Maybe even violently. You feel your body just want to release it, shake it off from you. See you just pouring it out. It's just releasing from you. And as you continue to do this, you feel lighter and lighter. And you're glad to release it. And as it goes onto this bubble, the bubble absorbs it and then carries it away. It carries it away. So see that person or situation or dream that's in front of you now. And thank it for what it's shown you, the journey it's taken you on. Say, I forgive you. I release you. I'm ready to move on. And it releases, it walks away, goes away. And you feel so much better, you feel so much more light. And now I want you to see something that someone that you just love, or an animal that you just love, or something that just brings you so much joy. Now that you've created this space for joy to fill in, now that you've released the anger or the frustration or whatever it was, now you have room, you have space to fill up with love. So see that person or animal or place, maybe it's a beach, that just fills you up with love. See it in front of you, and just from your heart, sense it giving you love, and sense you giving it love. And just be in a space of feeling so happy. If it's an animal, see yourself kissing the animal all over their face and holding them and squeezing them. Or if it's a person, maybe you're hugging them. Maybe you're just hanging out with them and you're just feeling so much gratitude and appreciation for this person. If it's a place, maybe you see yourself, if it's a beach, on the beach, just relaxing and being so happy that this place exists here for you. Feel that love. And feel the love expanding in your heart area. The thing about love is that when we share it and when we receive it, it actually grows the heart space. It gets bigger and bigger, infinitely bigger. It's not like a container where only so much can come in. It's this energy, it's this vortex. It grows. The more love you pour out, the more love you receive, and the more your heart grows, the heart space grows. So let it grow and encompass your entire body now. It's encompassing your entire body of love and joy and just pure bliss. You feel so happy. Now let it grow out and expand into the room. And you continue to pour more love and let love circulate through you, pouring love into this person or creature, and it's pouring back into you, and you're just growing and it's multiplying. And now imagine it encompassing the entire state you're in. Now it's encompassing the entire country. And it keeps growing and growing. Now it's the entire world. It goes beyond the world. It's our entire solar system. And it goes beyond the solar system into the whole entire universe. And you could feel you're really making this impact, this shift in the universe with this entire vortex of love. And just breathe that in. And feel your body. Maybe you feel tingly. Maybe you just feel so happy. Sense the energy in your body now that you just brought into your body. And bring your awareness back into your heart space. Slowly bring your awareness back into the room. If you need to shrink from the universe to the solar system, to the country, to the state, to your room, do whatever feels natural, but come back into the room slowly, sensing the energy centered and anchored in your heart area. And breathe in and anchor that in. And when you're ready, you can start wiggling your toes and your fingers. And you can open your eyes and you can continue throughout the rest of your day and your week and your year, knowing that anytime you can come back and embody this love, or you can come back and come to your garden and continue to grow the garden and remove weeds as they pop up again. You have access to this at any time. And remember this feeling. Have a wonderful day. Take care.